Hold on. I look like a dummy. Button my thing up wrong.
What's up, everybody? We're at the gas station. We're getting ready. We're about 20 minutes from the property, and we're gonna put in day 2 at our lease, Indiana turkey season. But the first thing we gotta figure out, so the last time we hunted over here, we hunted one place in the morning, the turkeys were over here. We hunted over here in the evening, turkeys were over here. So we're gonna have to separate. It's gonna make it a little bit harder to film, but easier to kill birds, hopefully. But we gotta figure out who's gonna go to what spot. So we're gonna flip a coin. Heads is the hill, and tails. So whatever I flip is what I get and where I go.
Yeah.
Okay, so head is the hill, the tails is the dust bowl.
Yep.
All right, best only once or best 2 out of 3?
Just once.
All right, just once.
Don't question the quarter.
Here we go. Tails.
All right.
I'm going to the dust bowl.
Okay, we already got one goblin pretty good. He's actually where we started the other day, of course. He's gobbling back this way. I'm at that dust bowl where I made a video a couple weeks ago. Alright, shooting time is in about 4 minutes, so we'll see what happens. I'm getting sleepy. I want to take a nap. I want to take a little nappy nap. Well, I ain't seen nothing. Joey's got a gobbler and at least one Jake and 2 hens right in front of him, like 100 yards. And they're not getting any closer. That's all I got. Shout out to Bang. Give me a sponsorship. I'm sleepy. There's a lot of pissed off birds. I think I'm like by their nest. Okay, bye.
Remember, Joey is down and up from me, so if you're looking right past this bird, I'm up that hill and just over the ledge a little bit. So these birds are dead smack between us. And there's really no way for either of us to move and get any closer. And if you watched the last video, you know that the little Jake decoy turkey fan idea did not work on this property. So Joey gets some pretty good action, watches these birds. Notice the Jake that's in this video with this gobbler. Yeah, so apparently I found out that's called a super Jake because he almost has a full fan of feathers. He struts and he gobbles. And yeah, let's just keep him in your memory because you'll be seeing him again. So Joey waits it out on these birds. And really, it's just one of those things. We were just hoping that they would walk close to one of us. We just didn't really know what to expect. He is so henned up, and they're so comfortable in the middle of that field because they know we can't touch them. Unfortunately, one of the neighbors, who is not so kind, decided to drive his four-wheeler out to the edge of his property and shot his handgun a bunch, effectively scaring all these birds away. So this gets really fun for me. I'm sitting right off of that dust bowl that we made a video about a couple weeks ago. If you remember, I had thousands of pictures of birds dusting in this little dust spot that we, obviously nicknamed the Dust Bowl. These two hens snuck up on me, and they walk within, 10 yards. One gets a little nervous and decides to circle me, no big deal. The other one gets curious and actually walks right up to my feet to the right of the camera. You could see her kind of walk off to the right. She walks within 4 to 5 feet of my right foot. And I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty intense, even though it was just a hen.
Well, I can't say I'm disappointed, but I am a little disappointed. So I just shot a bird. I was literally see all these branches I have hanging behind me? I've draped these things everywhere because this spot, literally the dust bowl is 15 feet in front of me, as you saw by them hens. I was literally working on moving some of these little branches. I stood up tall, couldn't see anything. I'm working on these branches, and as I look across the crest of the hill, I just see a big old red head. And I actually had the camera on, and as I was reaching over to it, I'm reaching over super slow like this, and I'm watching that bird, and just as I got to the record button, the camera shut off, like a screensaver mode, power saver or something. And so I was like, you know what? I just need to kill this bird. I just need to kill the bird. We only have 3 more good days of hunting here in Indiana. All I saw was a neck and a head, and I put the bead on it and pulled the trigger, and the Longbeard XR mowed down a perfect V through the grass, right at the crest of this hill, and I melted him. He didn't even flop. I mean, the beard is thick and 6 inches long, and it's gray, but it's not like a little wispy Jake beard. I don't know. All right. Oh, by the way, Texas Race Hunting Product. Got your hat on, bro. And I lost the other one in Kentucky. So send me another one of the Digi Camo hats. You know what? It definitely is a Jake. But, I mean, look how thick that beard is. That is not a normal Jake. Look at that. Can you guys see it? I mean, that is not a normal Jake. Yeah, I'd say it's a Jake, but you know what? I ain't complaining. So I'm actually gonna unload my gun, and I'm gonna put it back over here, and I'm gonna put my bird over there, and then we're gonna check him in online. 8 years in a row, baby. 8 years I've punched a tag in Indiana.
Not even gonna make a lot of excuses because I was gonna shoot the first bird I saw. This was my first time hunting by myself this year, with a gun, by myself, primary shooter, period. And it was also my last day that I had an opportunity to hunt. So trust me when I say, the first bird I saw that was gonna be a legal shoot, it was gonna die.
Okay, we gotta set back up. Joey's sitting where I was sitting this morning. I'm on the other side of the log. Literally all I can do and see is the camera. But the camera could see over this log pile, so I think we have a really good chance of a bird coming out in front of us again today. Perfect. Just be ready. You see him? Okay, he's gonna come right up over here, Joey. So perfect. Don't move. I can't see him yet. I barely saw him, dude. No, I don't. Is he just not to the log yet for me? Oh yeah, I see him.
You see a ton of stuff go flying when Joey shoots. My opinion is, I think Joey just doused a big stick that we had in front of us because we had a lot of sticks in front of us as like a blind. You see them go flying, but Joey's pretty convinced he pulled the shot a little bit. These things happen. We ended up changing positions for the last couple hours of daylight that night and saw a couple hens. Nothing really of value. So we go ahead and we wrap up our 2019 Indiana turkey season.